down in the count 0-2. Got a leadoff double.
Strasburger taking strike two. He was trying to disguise that as long as he possibly could instead of getting a sacrifice down. He was thinking butt base hit. Now he's down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
And these are the situations where you got to execute. You have to get that butt down somehow, some way.
Well, Jeff Bannister coming out to talk to Adam Homari. To be quite honest, I'm not really sure what the discussion's about. Apparently, somebody on the Ranger bench was overdoing it a little bit and might have gotten thrown out. I'm not sure. But Bannister coming out trying to plead his case. And not very pleased with the case he's pleading.
No, I couldn't see if he tossed somebody, but it looks like it from the way Bannister's going at it, that somebody got tossed. And I'm trying to figure out why, because if somebody was barking, it's one pitch. Typically you have a little bit more time. Still can't see from there. Boo's right there in the background, and he didn't really say anything.
That wasn't him. It was somebody down the middle of the dugout. And now Jeff is going to continue with Ron Culpa, the crew chief. Got to make sure that, hey, these guys do have a right to go ahead and express their displeasure if they want to, as long as they stay within the bounds of normalcy. Apparently, Amari's idea of normalcy was not what he was being accused of. We will try and get that cleared up and pass along to you who was the victim of that ejection.
Why not? What's wrong with me now? I'm talking to you. I was talking to you.
It looks like Adrian Beltre is up there in the top step.
You've got to be kidding me. How can you hear anything from that far away about one pitch?
Yeah, and you don't hear Adrian. You don't see Adrian argue about hardly anything. And he's up there barking at Ron Culpa. And it was Adrian that got run, apparently. Because Culpa's telling him you got to leave the dugout. Bannister making sure that Beltre doesn't go on the field. Well, I hope that's not the case, and now Bannister's been thrown. Now, if Beltre got run for questioning the balls and strikes call, I can see why Bannister's going crazy about it. He should.
Yeah, not obviously that's not knowing what was said from up here, but it just seems like that was just a quick response there to throw somebody out of the game, and then Beltre from down there at the corner of the dugout, and it was the home plate umpire that tossed him. So I'm not sure what Beltre could have said from that far away, because this, number one, the dugouts are huge.
Yeah.
And that's a long way from home plate to the dugout.
I don't know what you're going to say from 100 feet that Amari is going to take personally.
In there for strike 3 to Adrian Beltre. First strikeout victim for Hernandez, and Beltre does not think so. It's back at Dan Bellino, the home plate umpire, 2 down. Back at Fenway Park, Adrian Beltre was not happy with striking out in the second inning, and he was saying something from his position as he took the field of the home plate umpire. Dan Bellino tried to make his way in to talk to Bellino, was intercepted by Angel Hernandez, and in between innings here, and I'm not sure if he was ejected or not, but he was definitely trying to get at the umpire, and he was ejected from this game. Home plate umpire Dan Bellino does eject him. Joe West is the crew chief of this crew. And now Terry Francona talking with the home plate umpire at the moment.
Now that was very strange, because Beltre was heading out toward his position, and I don't know if the umpire said something to him or he said something to the umpire, but all of a sudden there's people trying to keep Beltre away from the home plate umpire.
Now Francona's been ejected. Didn't like whatever answer he got from Dan Bellino. They were talking very civilly for quite a while. And now Angel Hernandez gets in the way.